What is up, everyone? I hope you had a good week of trading. Let's break down what happened this week and get some projections set for next week. All right, so we're going to start with the E-mini, S&P 500. You can see early on Tuesday, we took out that liquidity from last Tuesday's low, so it took a week. Grabbed that. Went up a little bit, came back again, and then just rocketed off. I did not catch that because that was in the evening, so I did not catch that giant move. But yeah, it was a wild week. There was some news. We had GDP quarter over quarter, job openings, speeches, unemployment, personal income, non-farm payroll, unemployment, and inflation year over year. Crazy week of news. We got some good trades, some bad trades, and basically we hit the zones we were aiming for. Came down this order block. We did bounce a little bit, went back down, took that liquidity before we rocketed. So let's zoom in, focus on this week now, kind of get a little more breakdown of it. Early in the week, we were just going lower and lower. I did have a couple shorts. I didn't mark them on here because I originally was not planning to put everything I'm trading on here, but I just wanted it for journal purposes. So I started adding the trades I took. But my trades I do take in NinjaTrader, so I had to put them back on here. So when we did get down here, I did want price to come up here, so I did play along off of here on Tuesday. And as you could see, right in my time, it was not a winning trade, so I quickly readjusted for a sell around this time. And then I did get in on a sell, so we were profitable there. Came over here, there's a rejection block on a lower time frame. I believe it was on a 15-minute. Price went in, had a fair value gap, got in, took the sell, and I was done for the day. So I'm not looking at the charts, and then I just kind of happened to glance back at the charts because I always keep an eye on the charts. So I looked at it and I saw this. I was like, I'm glad I was able to get my profits, because if I shot for this low right here, it would have hit my stop loss. So I believe I was aiming around here, and then I always take it a few ticks less. So that was able to get me out before that rip. And then once we went up, we went into this. I think we got to go to the daily for this guy. Yep. We went into this order block on the daily with how price did react, and then we pulled back. I do believe we're going to take out this buy side next week. So I do believe my bias is a bullish week next week. So let's delete everything and remark up the charts and get some projections going. Let me take off all these indicators. That's when I was doing some paper trading. Oh, executions. There we go. Okay, so let's do the weekly range. Got this for our premium. And we got this for our discount. And I'm putting this one in as well. If we go to the monthly, we could put that down. Put the monthly right there. Okay. I do want to change that color up. Kind of go into these darker colors. All right, pizza's on the way, so let's get back to it. So, like I said, I am expecting a bullish next week, a bullish run. So I'm looking at this target more so than this target because we do have this weekly to go through. So let's go back down to the weekly. Line this up. Now I'm looking at what we could be aiming for. So price could be running to this liquidity void. So liquidity void, gap, vacuum block, whatever you want to label this. It's all the same. There's a gap between the body's close and the open. So that's where I'm looking for price to head to eventually, up here. And we'll keep an eye on that. Will we get there this next week? Probably not, but it helps me keep my eye on the prize, and that is where I'm looking for. So let's go down to the 4-hour. Now, price did fill this in. So we ripped right through it, and then we came back down into this area. You could say we went into this mitigation block as well. So I'm putting both of these in here just so we kind of have an idea. Price is running from this on the 4-hour. I don't think we're going any lower. That was pretty deep retracement, and then we came back. We did take liquidity up here and then pulled back down. So what I think price is going to do from here, I think we're going to head in this area. I think we're going to come down in here and then shoot up. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. That's what I'm going to be looking for in the beginning of next week. We'll see how price opens on Sunday, how that plays around, and then going through London into the Monday New York session, we'll see how price has reacted, and we'll see if it still lines up with our plan. So let's go to the EU, go to the daily. I have a bunch of text on here. It'll make more sense once we get in a lower time frame. I had this order block drawn out. Price did go up here. Is price gonna keep ripping, or what? Right? With this strength, and we did have a nice pullback, I think we're going up higher. I think we're gonna break through this. So let me go to the monthly. All right, let's do the breakdown. Sorry, before I delete everything. So go to the week. Started off Monday, great rundown. It was 2.3 or 2.13 risk reward. We had a loss down here on Tuesday. I believe I was shooting for, let's go check it out. Yeah, shooting for a buy. Could not get it. It did ended up going lower. Once we got that Tuesday low, though, I was looking for liquidity, take it out, or to price to take the liquidity out. And I got in too early. It took this liquidity out, but it did not take out these equal highs over here, which also turned into a rejection block. So that second entry I was able to get in. I did have to do half risk due to my rules. I took a loss. I'm taking a second trade that day, so I will be taking it at half the risk of my first position. So this was 2%. This was 1%. So I did end up making 0.43% on the day. So still positive. But if I was just more patient and looked back a little further, we would have known that it was not ready to reverse. So this one was 2%, and I took 1% at one, or half of it at one, the other at 2.13. This one we lost 2%, and then we gained 0.43%. So we were up for the week. Going into Thursday, same thing. I wanted to take a sell. Took liquidity. It wanted to go more. I thought this was enough into the order block, but I should have realized it was a much bigger order block. So price is going to want to take a lot more time up here. So same thing. I did take 2 trades in a day. So first one, lost 2%. Second one, I went in on 1%. And I ended up closing it at 3.45. So not a bad trade. I was shooting for down here, right into this zone. But we didn't get it. And then you could see I trailed my stop loss really tight. I was going to SeaWorld for the day, so I was up 1%. So I just wanted to lock in as much money as I could to end the week. And my rule is if I'm up on the week, I do not trade Fridays. So something I live by. It helps me not get greedy. And I was able to sleep in a little bit on that day. So win-win, right? Anyways, let's clear this up. All right, so we still got time. So let's mark this up. We're on the monthly. I believe we're going to come into this range right here. Put that monthly premium. All right. And go down to the weekly. Mark off this week. Put this order block back. Just so we know if price does retrace, it's because it's reacting off this order block. Now it did go into this fair value gap a little bit and then rocket off, so we could keep the momentum going. Push, 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 and then pull back. Something to keep an eye on. I believe, like I said, I believe we're gonna continue to be bullish before we cool off. So maybe a high of the week around Tuesday, Wednesday, and then retrace Thursday, Friday. All right, for the daily, it created the high on Friday. Put the low down here, sell side liquidity. And we already have buy side as the weekly premium. Going down to the 4 hour now, you could see we retraced fair value gap, went into this order block proportion. I can never say that word. Anyways, on order block after the original order block. So looking down on the 4 hour, looks like we got some momentum going and we are going to push up early week. Let's just drag that out so it's easier to see on the lower time frames. Down to the 1 hour, it did go into that fair value gap and kept going. We'll be looking to quickly take this weekly premium liquidity sitting up here. Now I think we're going to push, come back, and then maybe push up through this order block liquidity up here and into this monthly. So that's my week in review. I hope you guys had a good week trading, and let me know your bias down below in the comments, and let's have a good week of trading next week. Look for, I got 2 videos coming out soon, so one of them's going to be on daily journaling for trading, and as well as fractal patterns in the market and how you could look for a higher time frame pattern and then zoom in on a lower time frame, look for another pattern on a much like a basically they repeat on every time frame. So if you could see a reaction on the higher time frame and then drop to the lower time frame and then find a reaction, and that's going to be the setup you're going to get on. It's going to be very powerful. So look forward to those. We upload those videos on Friday, and market review and projections every Sunday for the rest of this year. And then we're jumping to our Discord private server. So click that link in the description and get on the email list so we could send you the invite in January. Happy trading all. Peace.